Social Development Minister Delma Thomas says the government is looking at developing a juvenile justice policy in 2017. During this morning's post-cabinet briefing, she disclosed that Grenada is one of the OECS member countries to share in a $6.4 million financing. This funding comes from the OECS USAID Juvenile Justice Reform Project, Phase 2. According to the minister, a work plan was submitted to the OECS and approved by Cabinet. That plan, she says, will cover 1 year.
The key activities, we are amending the juvenile justice related legislation, the JJ Act, Probation Act, Education Act, Criminal Code, Child Protection Act. We want to ensure that we cover all aspects of protecting our children. You know, sometimes there are loopholes in some of those acts that we had before, and therefore we will be working with legal affairs to look at those issues, those loopholes, to amend, to ensure that we protect our children.
Minister Thomas pointed out that the Grand Bachelet Juvenile Center now houses 30 juveniles. As part of dealing with young offenders, they will move to provide a child-friendly space for children giving evidence.
You know, sometimes the space where children have to give evidence, and that's one of the reasons why many of our cases that affect our children fall through the cracks, because sometimes you have to give evidence and the person who commit the crime against you is right there looking at you, and as a child you're scared, and sometimes, I mean, when I read through Michelle's book, and I recall at a time when she said when she realized that everything was going against her, she said to mommy that I'm going to tell them I lie. Just imagine.
Training for staff dealing with young offenders will also be covered under this project. These initiatives follow the fatal stabbing of Zabon Jeffrey at the Happy Hill Secondary School by another student. That student has been charged with non-capital murder and is remanded to the Grand Bachelet Juvenile Rehabilitation and Treatment Center. He will make his next court appearance on December 13th. For GBN News, I am Janelle MacDonald.